alaikum. A very good morning to all of you. I am a math teacher from Ismaila Youth Services Schools. Let's start with the sharing of instructions. Some important instructions are there. Don't raise hand during teaching. Ask question at the end of the teaching. Use hand free if you are using mobile and headphone for computer use. Feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home task should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. As you know, today we are going to conducting class for 8 students. The subject is maths. Chapter number 1, whose title is sets, will be discussed. And today we will share exercise number 1.2. For this exercise, you will follow page number 16 to 22. And as you know, today is 28 May 2021. Now, topics of the day. These topics will be discussed in this lecture. The first one is system of rational numbers, then notations of sets, multiplication of fractions, then we will see multiplicative inverse, and at the end we will share the ration points on a number line. The first, system of rational numbers. We know that N stands for natural number, and we know they are started from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It may be represented as N is a set of natural numbers. W is the set of whole numbers started by 0, and the elements are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And it can be represented as is a set of whole numbers. Then Z is the set of integers. Integers means 0 is given in centered position. Then on right hand side of 0 all positive numbers are there, and on left hand side all negative numbers are there. Means in this set we have positive and negative both numbers. Q stand for rational number. Q is the set of rational numbers, and rational numbers can be written in this form, means in the form of a fraction. All negative numbers are on left hand side of 0, and on right hand side all positive numbers are there. This set can be written as, in set builder form we can write it as P over Q, such that P and Q belongs to I means integers, and Q is not equal to 0. Now notations. There are some notations. Get these they are given on first page of the book. Some notations are not new for you. So the first one is, as you know, this is equal to. The next is used for implies that. If this type of something is written here, this is read as the set of element x such that. This line is representing such that. Next is not element or does not belong to. You see, this is the symbol, and over the symbol we have a line. If the line is drawn, it is giving idea is not. So we read as is not an element of or does not belong to, both having same meaning. Now curly bracket giving understanding about set of. So whenever you see curly bracket around elements, read as set of. Then U is representing universal. And if U is given in inverted form, it is intersection. You know, universal is a set in which all type of elements are given, which are in consideration. This is intersection. Intersection means common element among the or between the two sets. Then this symbol is an improper subset. Next, this is read as A complement. And in detail, we say the L complement of a set A. This stands for set of natural numbers. Q stands for set of rational numbers. We have discussed. Stands for set of whole numbers. O stands for set of odd number integers. And this symbol is meaning giving meaning is greater than, and this is used for is less than. If this is this type of symbol you are observing, its meaning is equal to. This symbol also used in geometry, but there it gives an other meaning. But when in case of set, this symbol is used, its meaning is equivalent to. Now, it's you have seen the first symbol. If over this symbol, if you see this type of line, so it gives is not equal to. If you are saying A in this form, it is read as for all values of. This is symbol for is an element or belongs to. This symbol giving meaning the empty or curly bracket. Empty bracket. Empty bracket may be representing or empty set may be representing by the symbol or by the empty brackets. Then this symbol means union. You can see U is given two times. Here its meaning is universal and there its meaning is union. If U is given single, then we consider that it's giving meaning of universal set. If U is enclosed or given with two other sets, then it is giving meaning of union. If the symbol is like that, it is proper subset of. If you see this symbol under a line is a superset. WRT means with respect to. This is abbreviation for with respect to. Then Z means set of integers. R means set of real number. R means this is the combination of set of rational and irrational numbers. P means set of prime numbers. E means E of set of even numbers, even integers. Integers means even numbers may be positive or negative. So that's why we have written here even integers. If the symbol is given with if this symbol is given with a line or underline, it is read as is greater than or equal to. Then the last symbol is used for is less than or equal to. Now, multiplication of fractions. If two fractions are multiplied, their product is obtained by separately multiplying their numerator and denominator. Means if we have two fractions and they are given in multiplying form, so what we will do, we multiply their numerator and denominator separately, and their product is known as the result. There is an example. If we have 5 upon 6 multiplied by 7 upon 8, so first of all we multiply the numerator. 5 multiplied by 7 like that. Then multiply the denominator. 6 multiplied by 8 like that. 6 multiplied by 8. Now we know 5 multiplied by 7 result is 35 and 6 multiplied by 8 the result is 48. So the product of 5 and 7 is 35 and the product of 6 and 8 is 48. So the result is 35 upon 48. Another example is 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5. 5 is given in numerator. So 5 will multiply by 1 like that. Divided by 2 is equal to 5 ones are 5 divided by 2. The result is 5 upon 2. Now the multiplicative inverse. If the product of two fractions is 1, then the two fractions are called multiplicative inverse of each other. Means if we multiply two fractions and after multiplying them, if we observe that the result is 1, then we say that given two fractions are multiplicative inverse to each other. The example is that 3 upon 7 multiplied by 7 upon 3. So according to multiplication of fraction, multiply the numerator 7 multiply 3 multiply by 7. First of all, observe that this is 3 upon 7 and this is 7 upon 3. means they both are inverse to each other. So now multiply the numerator, 3 multiplied by 7 like this, then multiply the denominator, 7 multiplied by 3 like this. Now if you want to multiply 7 and 3, it is possible, giving answer 21, and in denominator 7 multiplied by 3 answers 21. You can cancel them or divide them, or it is also possible 7 ones are 7 and 3 ones are 3. So from numerator we get answer 1, and from denominator we get answer 1, and when we divide 1 by 1, answer is 1. So it means their result is 1. So they are the both fractions are multiplicative inverse of each other. So here 7 upon 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7, and 3 upon 7 is the multiplicative inverse of 7 upon 3. This is the result. Similarly, multiplicative inverse of 5 and 1 upon is 1 upon 5. Means if we multiply 5 with 1 upon 5, multiply the numerator, 5 multiplied by 1 like that, divided by 5. 5 can be cancelled by the 5, and from numerator we get answer 1, and when we divide 1 by 1, answer is 1. So we observe that the result is 1. So it means 5 and 1 upon 5 are multiplicative inverse of each other. Note, 0 has no multiplicative inverse. Keep in mind, whenever you see 0 in numerator or in denominator, to understand that there will be no any multiplicative inverse. The rational points on a line. You are observing this is a line, and in the center of this line we have 0. On right hand side of 0, all positive numbers are there, means +1 +2. On right hand side negative numbers are there, -1 -2. Between them, this is half of -1 and 0. This is half, or 0 and 1. This point is center point or the middle point. So it is 1 upon 2, or half of the segment. So the point that divides the distance 0 and 1 into two equal parts is called 1 upon 2. Here you are observing that 0 and 1, they are divided by two equal parts from this point. So it is representing as 1 upon 2. The 2 points that divide the distance between 0 and 1 into three equal parts are called 1 upon 3. Same if you observe that 0 and 1 are divided into three equal parts. So each part is equal to 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 3, like that. Means this part is dividing into three parts, 1, 2 and 3. So this is given as 1 upon 3 and the last as 2 upon 3. We can put -1 upon 3, -1 upon 2 and -2 upon 3, etc. between 0 and -1. On left hand side from 0 to -1, we can put -1 upon 3, -1 upon 2 and -2 upon 3 according to the same understanding. Thus, we can find a point on the number line for every rational number. This arrangement also establishes the order relation between any two rational numbers, that the number on the right is always greater than one which is on the left. Keep in mind, all the numbers which are given on right hand side will be greater than all numbers which are given on left hand side. Now we are going to start exercise number 1.2. There are so many questions. We are selecting its part question number 3 and 4. The question number 3 is proof giving examples that the set of integers has the closure property with respect to addition, subtraction and multiplication. Question number 4 is also given on the same pattern, which is proof giving examples that the set of rational numbers has the closure property with respect to all four fundamental operations. Four fundamental operation means plus, minus, multiply and divide. So now we are going to solve question number 4. So this is the solution for question number 4. If we add any two rational numbers, their sum is again a rational number. For example, 5 plus 3. We know 5 plus 5 and 3 are the rational number, or they are natural number. 5 and 3 are the natural number. When we add any two natural number, 5 and 3, we get answer 8. 8 is also a natural number. So it means when we add two natural numbers, the result will be natural number. So it means 5, 3 and 8 belongs to a natural number. Another example is 2 plus 4. 2 and 4 are natural numbers. When we add them, we get answer 6. 6 is also belongs to natural number. So it means we can show it by symbols. So symbolically, for all values, x, y belongs to n, x plus y belongs to n. Means x and y may be any two natural numbers. So we write these numbers belongs to natural a set of natural number. When we add these two number x and y means any two natural numbers, their result will be a natural number. So it is also belongs to n. Symbolically, we show this example in this form. Hence, set of natural numbers is closed under addition. So by observing these example, we conclude that the set of natural number is closed under addition. Similarly, if we multiply any two natural numbers, their product is again a natural number. For example, 5 multiplied by 3. 5 and 3 are natural numbers. When we multiply them, we get answer 15. 15 is also a natural number. Another example, 2 multiplied by 4. 2 and 4 are natural numbers. When we multiply them, giving answer 8. 8 also are natural number. So it means when we multiply any two natural numbers, their result will be a natural number. Symbolically, it can be shown as for all x and y belongs to n, x multiplied by y belongs to n. Hence, set of natural numbers is closed under multiplication as well. Now, by this example, we conclude that set of natural numbers is closed under multiplication as well. On the other hand, if operation of subtraction is performed between any two natural numbers, their difference is not always a natural number but an integer. So the set of natural numbers is not closed for subtraction. Now if we change the operation, we take subtraction. So after subtraction, we observe that maybe answer is it is not necessary the answer will be a natural number. After difference of two, they may be a natural number or an integer. So we say this the set of natural numbers is not closed for subtraction. Now 5 divided by 3. Now we are going to see what happened when we divide any two natural numbers. So 5 and 3 are natural number. We can write as 5 upon 3 belongs to q. Same, minus 3 divided by 4 can be written as minus 3 upon 4 does not belong to q. Q means natural rational numbers. Thus, operation of division is possible between any two rational number since I is the subset of Q. Therefore, beside being closed under division, the set of natural numbers is closed under addition, subtraction, and multiplication as well. Symbolically, we can write x and y belongs to rational number, x plus y belongs to q, x minus y belongs to q, x multiplied by y belongs to q, and x upon y belongs to q. Every natural number and every integer is a rational number because it can be written as. Now you are thinking we started from natural number and ending up to rational number. The reason is that every natural number and every integer is a rational number because it can be written as. So due to this reason, we change the set. So we write 6 upon 1 minus 5. After taking their LCM, the result is minus 1 upon 1 and 0 is equal to 0 upon 1. From this, but 6 upon 0, 1 upon 0 and 0 upon 0, etc. are not rational numbers. 0 has no multiplicative inverse. So that's why they are not considered as rational numbers. Now, multiplicative inverse we have already discussed. If the product of two fractions is 1, then the two fractions are called multiplicative inverse of each other. We have taken this example 3 upon 7 multiplied by 7 upon 3. After multiplication, the result is 1. Here, 7 upon 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 upon 7 and 3 upon 7 is the multiplicative inverse of 7 upon 3. Similarly, multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 upon 5 as 5 multiplied by 1 upon 5 can be written like that is equal to 1. Note 0 has no multiplicative inverse. We have discussed already. Now the division of fractions. Division is the inverse of multiplication. This means that division by a number the same as multiplication by inverse of that number. We take two examples. 3 upon 4 divided by 5 upon 7 is equal to 3 upon 4 will same, divide sign will be converted into multiply sign, and after putting multiply sign, this fraction will be inverse. Now it will be 7 upon 5. Second example, 1 upon 2 divided by 5 is equal to 1 upon 2 multiply, change the sign by multiply, and this fraction will be inverse. Now we'll write as 1 upon 5 because we know the inverse of 5 is 1 upon 5. The rule is therefore first number divided by second number equal to first number multiply the multiplicative inverse of the second number. These two examples giving us a rule. The rule is that first number divided by second number, you see they are first number and they are second number, is equal to first number. The first number will be same, then divide sign change into multiply, then after multiply we write the multiplicative inverse of the second number. So we write the inverse for 5 upon 7 like that, and for 5 write 1 upon 5. Now question number 7 is simplify. uh, its part number 1 is 1 upon 4 divided by 9 upon 16. A solution, we write 1 upon 4 divided by 9 upon 16. 1 upon 4 will same, change this sign by multiply sign, and 9 upon 6, here write its inverse, it becomes 16 upon 9. Now we observe 4 1 is 4, 4 4 is 16. Now multiply 4 by 1 means numerator by the numerator, result is 4, and multiply denominator by the denominator, result is 9. So this is 4 upon 9 is the answer. Now this is part number 4, whose values are 16 upon 144 multiplied by 112 upon 48 divided by 80 upon 128. In solution, 16 upon 144 will same, multiply sign will same, 112 upon 44 will same, change this sign into multiply, and after that 80 upon 1 over 128 will be converted by its multiplicative inverse. It is 128 upon 80. Now we will see in this direction any cancellation is there. Yes, we observe that by the table of 16, 16 and 48 can be cancelled. 16 ones are 16, 16 threes are 48. If you want to start this cancellation by the table of 2, it is also possible. Now in this direction, numerator and denominator, 112 and 144, they can also be simplified by using the table of 16. 16 sevens are 112 and 16 nines are 144. After that we get answer 7 and 9. If you want to simplify these two, 112 and 144, you can use the table of 2 and any other table which is possible, but at the end you will get answer 7 and 9. On this side, 128 and 128 upon 80, they will be cancelled by the table of 8. 8 ones are 8. Now by taking carry, it becomes 48. 8 6 are 48. So we get answer 16. And denominator 8 ones are 8. 0 will be same. So from here we get answer 10. 80 will be cancelled by the table of 8. Now by the table of 2, 5 twos are 10, and here 2 eights are 16. So we get answer 8, and in the denominator getting answer 5. Now in numerator, 1 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 8. We will write like that. 7 ones are 7 multiplied by 8. In denominator, 9, 3 and 5. So we write 9 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Multiply the numerator, 5 multiplied by 8, giving answer 56. Now 3 multiplied by uh, uh, 3 multiplied by 20, 3 multiplied by 9, answer is 27. 27 multiplied by 5, giving answer 135. So the answer is 56 upon 135. Now it's time for sharing of home task. Before home task, I would like to share some important instruction regarding maintenance of copy. I have given these instruction in last lecture. Today I am also repeating the same instructions. The first instruction is that a copy or exercise book must be covered with transparent plastic sheet. Then maintain outer face sheet with complete biodata. uh, then from first page of the copy, and or it is also known as inner face sheet, so maintain inner face sheet with complete biodata, in which you will write student name, father name, class, section, roll number, subject, school name, teacher, class teacher name, and class subject teacher name. On next page, maintain for midterm, where you will write the duration from April to November with the year. On next page, you will write the unit or chapter number with name, and also write how many exercises are including, and also write starting and ending date. Then see in your copies if margin already are given there, so no problem. If no margin is there, then you will draw 1-inch margin on both sides. Use print writing. First page of the work should consist on data at right hand side top corner of the date. First page of the work should consist on date at right hand side top corner of the page above the classwork or homework. For question writing, put Q1 with number only in the left hand margin. For writing answer, write A, capital A, only for without number in the same column. Second instruction is that you know that class 8 book is changed. Now you will follow The name of the book is New Secondary Schools Mathematics. You will follow this book for your learning. Now home task. Solve following question in fair copies from exercise number 1.2. You will select question number 1. Question number 1 is consisting on some blanks. So you will do that, and for solving this question, you will follow all detail which we have shared in lecture number 1 and 2. Then question number 2, question number 3, question number 5, and question number 8 will be done in your fair copies. I hope you have a clear understanding about the homework. I think you have clear understanding how you will solve fractions. So keep in mind this question is very important because you take multiplication in cross like that, or you can take cross from numerator to denominator like that. So don't confuse what we are doing. If when you observe that no any other type of cancellation is possible from numerator to denominator in this direction or from in this or in this direction, so no problem, you will multiply all numerator and all denominator like this and then close your answer. Now thank you.